All right, y'all. It's your boy Major Dream back at you. And like I said, we're going to talk about non-fungible tokens. We're going to talk about cryptocurrency. We're going to talk about just the opportunity of a lifetime, which sounds so snake oily, but nonetheless, things are changing so fast, and it's going by at the speed of light, you know. So let's talk about what we're going to talk about here. Okay, so the key ideas that we're going to discuss: what is an NFT? What's its usage? An NFT in action, what it looks like, minting an NFT and the platforms you can find your NFTs on, and how to win with NFTs in the future. I mean, there is just so many stories out there of the artist and the producer and the creator never really getting their just dues, mainly because people don't like to share. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, the record label, you know, the record label is one of those things where they want to take every little last bit of the artist's magic. And NFTs are a great way for an artist to level the playing field. Hold up as I fix this damn light. You know, as an artist to level the playing field. You know, it brings the power back into your hands. Now, nobody's touring. There's no shows. All of the artists that are running around out there with their music don't know how to monetize it, can't do anything with it. This is for you. This is for you. You need to know what an NFT is. So, a non-fungible token. Now let's talk about that. Popoyo, you're non-fungible. You are special. Yes, very special. And that's exactly what it is. Just like how you have one dog that is, or one kid that is, you know, or one love that will never be replaced. That is a lie. But if it were true, then they would be non-fungible. Anything other than that is fungible, meaning that it's interchangeable. So when you talk about dollar bills, they're not unique. You know, look how much is getting printed now. But if I had a $5 bill, I could easily exchange that for 5 $1 bills because the exchange of value is the same. So that is what fungible means. So non-fungible is a token. Now, based on the fact that they are logged on the blockchain, and the blockchain are unique, encrypted lists of numbers. Okay, so you have unique numbers, and it's associated with your unique token, your unique coin, your unique piece of artwork. So that way, that it will always stand. So if it's sold, if it's duplicated, we always know where the authenticity is and where it originated from, because it's on the blockchain. And if you want to know what the blockchain is, we can talk about that another time. But just know that the blockchain, it's an open ledger that's curated by a bunch of supercomputers and people that make sure that everything is on the up and up. So, and it's decentralized. So we can get to that, you know, another time. But NFTs are tokens that are able to be held on the blockchain. All right. So yeah. So like I said, fungible means replaceable by another identical item. So if I had a $5 bill, it's replaceable by five $1 bills. If I had a girlfriend and she doesn't do right, then she is, guess what? Replaceable by, it may be another girl, maybe another two girls. But the thing is, she's replaceable. She's not an NFT. Okay. Now, NFTs can represent real or virtual assets. Now, you'll hear me say this and scream this a lot. And that is everything that is in the physical world needs to be uploaded to the digital world. And I keep saying digital world, but I mean the virtual world. So everything that is in the physical world has a place in the virtual world, especially if it's unique. What an NFT does, it makes everybody an artist. It makes everyone out there with their eye for a great modeling shot, a great sunset. Walking through the woods in Lithuania and you see a mushroom that you've never seen before that needs to get documented. Guess what? Boom. That can be an NFT. And you can make it a collectible, you can make it a series, you can do so much with it. It's really an amazing asset class. All right? That's what we're calling it. We're not calling it money. We're calling it an asset class because what an asset is, it's something that you acquire, hold on to, it grows value, and you can trade and leverage it. All right? So this is something that you kids at home that are sitting around all of this unique art, this digital art, and all of this awesome music can now really activate yourself. This is what you've been waiting for. No more of the, they're not giving me a chance. These guys are, look, no. This is something for you, the artist. All right? So an NFT, like I said, it can represent real or virtual assets. What's an asset, you ask? It can be art, both real and digital art. Real estate, you know, I was dealing with some family land back in Jamaica, and I remember dealing with just the topography and land rights and squatters. This right here eliminates all of that, all the kind of disputes, all the ideas that the Caribbean is going through right now, that we feel gentrifiers, corporations are coming down and buying our land for nothing. Guess what? Not everybody knows how to negotiate with a bully, but with an NFT, you can now sell your land and continuously earn off of it through your life, your kids, grandkids, great-grandkids. This is how you create instant generational wealth. The creator finally can lead the revolution. 100%. This is great. So in real estate, so that's stuff for real estate there. In virtual real estate, how about this? So about 15 or so years ago, I was living in LA, and I was leaving LA, heading back to go work with my family. And I remember speaking with my partner, Britt. And one of the things she told me was like, look, please pay attention to this space. The world of gaming is going to be ridiculous. And this is like 15, 20 years ago type stuff. You know, she's telling me this. And here we are now. So when we talk about virtual real estate, virtual assets, those days where we were playing Super Mario Brothers, we were playing Castlevania, we were playing, you know, Mortal Kombat, all those type of games where you had to acquire tokens and then be able to go in Gunsmoke, go in and buy items. Well, many years ago, a friend of mine, you know, really kind of like flipped the game when he figured out that is actually valuable and people have value in that. So all those hours and times that you're playing games, it can actually be monetized. So here we are right now creating these virtual worlds built on the backs of ridiculous technology. So we're talking about augmented reality, virtual reality, and all of that needs content. It needs what's in this real world. When you look at Grand Theft Auto and can see exactly what California looks like, guess what? That's only used by Grand Theft Auto. There's other people out there that have to develop it themselves. So if they can create unique worlds that people can roll in and can live in, this is where the digital artists can spend most of their time creating things for that, creating real estate for that. So that piece of land that we got in any of these islands in the Caribbean, we can lock that in as a real piece of ownership on other virtual platforms. So if you are playing a Monopoly game and it's real world and things happen in that and that world ends up creating value, you can earn value off of that world, and it has nothing to do with it other than you had the first NFT with that piece of real estate. Duh. Lock that in. This opens the gate and opens the door for all families out there that never thought they had anything to offer their children. 100%. I think this is definitely where the culture needs to be, because we as black and brown people, we create culture, okay? So when I'm talking about unlocking the Caribbean, ooh, we're gonna come with that heat for your ass, all right? So fashion's another space where we see that we can deal, because we talk about so many things that people want to authenticate, you know, visual fashion, so many things. Sculpting, artistry can be just accentuated to the max by offering a way for them to create limited releases. Everyone can have haute couture, all right? Haute couture at one point was just limited pieces. Well, guess what? NFTs allow everything to now be haute couture, all right? You have one of, I mean, if you just want these hats, like I can do these hats one of, you know? So this is a very, very powerful tool that is going to change the landscape as look, I'll be in this space forever, you know, forever. I mean, I made my first NFT earlier this week, and it's just like, oh wow, really? Oh, I gotta teach people this. You know, yes, I'm definitely about growing your own food, definitely about being the best person you can be, but we all know you're gonna need fuel, you're gonna need gas, because if you wanna be the best person you can be, a little bit of money always helps, all right? It gets you out of your way, it gives you a bit more options, it lets you play in a whole different ball game. All right? NFTs are the way to go. Major NFTs, man. Find me. I'll show you how to do it. I will teach you one. I will list you. I will show you how to mint. I got approached the other day with an artist friend with probably about $10 million in inventory. We'll be able to list and put out as digital art. You know, it's just this right now. I'm like, wait, what? And you know the wildest thing about it, there's so many people out there that have no clue this is going on. So that's why I'm just kind of happy being in it, and I just need to tell more and more people, because this is the time. This is the time. You are sitting home being a creative. Get creative. Find me. I'll help you. Fashion, you know, shoes, purses, you know, earrings, etc. But collectibles. Now think about that. Now this right here, I heard Gary Vee talking about this the other day, and you know, we're talking about like 80s memorabilia. You know, all of my 30, 40 plus 50-year-old guys and gals out there that got all that Smurf stuff, that Cabbage Patch Kids stuff, all the things that you want to authenticate, the collectibles. That is something that we can take and put on to the blockchain. I can do that for you. So if you have like the first black Barbie doll, all right, first run, and you can like identify it. It's in the box, you know. We can make sure that we have a digital representation of that. That's yours. And anybody that purchases it in this digital world, you get paid for that. And this is for life. And then some. Shoot, your kids' lives too. Remember, this is generational wealth we're doing. This is asset building. Not expenses building, asset building. Things that you can leverage. Okay? Let's see. Yeah, man, collectibles. You know, I got all my heads down in Miami, like, you know, oh my gosh, man. There's so many artists out there. So many artists out there that are doing, you know, yeah, man. You know, they'll run their entire kind of like collection for one season and just have it stored. Like, I'm like, look, let me manage your collection. Let me digitally manage your collection. Please bring it to the man. Major NFTs, holla at me. You know what I mean? Ow! No doubt. Okay. What else? All right. So covering over its usage, right? So I in a bit of my anecdotes, I definitely spoke about a lot of its usage, but let's get more specific so you can hear this again and write this stuff down so you understand. They coming for me because I'm telling y'all the game, you see? Anyhow. All right, so NFT uses. So first, verifying ownership. Like I said, verifying ownership when we're talking about real estate, when we're talking about, expensive art, when we're talking about anything, you just know where it comes from. But mostly IP, intellectual property. That's what we're all talking about with this. Your intellectual property. The type of things that I drip out, all those jewels that you drop, the memes that can be made, that have been made, all of these things can be NFTs and can create you value, all right? So it verifies ownership, all right? It verifies authenticity. Hey, listen, I didn't know, is that Bruce Springsteen's real friggin' signature? Is that Rick James' real freaking signature? If that's Rick James real, like anything that, all right, how many people go to concerts out there and take the set list that gets signed, or the bag, the guitar pick or something. These type of things. Oh, forget that. Shoot, how many times you've been to a notary public? Like a notary, like that's so annoying. This right here verifies that it's you. So once it's done, no will can be contested, deed contested. Nah, that joint is locked in on the blockchain, homie. All right? Yeah, we verified that signature. Get out of here. We know it. Okay? So you can track assets. All right? You can track assets on the blockchain. So, I can end up in Rome, in Italy. Oh, okay. For instance, end up in Beirut, in Lebanon, and I lent my thoughts, energy, and power to a project, and the project went on to do well. I didn't necessarily look to extract anything from the project, but it's continuing to go on. Now, let's say I never go back to Lebanon and they never see me. Everything that can happen from that project can be done around and without me. Now, one day I may want to go back and think about it, and they'll be like, hey man, we never met you. But if I have it on the blockchain, guess what? Not only me, but my great 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 grandkid can find it at the end. We're talking about things that will last for hundreds and thousands of years. So can you really plan? Like this will really help you start planning ahead. People are buying this stuff to plan ahead. All right? The things you buy for now establishes its market and its value, and things can only go up. Okay. And the reason that I'm so big on this is because I know our culture does so much for this world. So, that IP that we have that just kind of drips from us and other people sees value in it, now it's time for us to unlock that value in this virtual digital world. Okay? Watch Blade Runner again. Watch these fantasy movies. So you can jar your like sci-fi movies, so you can jar your memory and creativity and get out there and get doing it. Let's see. Again, video game assets. You know what I mean? Like, the gaming world is ridiculous. The gaming world is ridiculous. So I could possibly buy the island of Jamaica on one video game, and because it's on the blockchain and it may be used interchangeable on a blockchain, I could possibly use it on a whole nother virtual world, and it may save me money because I won't have to spend it on that, or I could transfer it with an army on it. You know what I mean? Like, this is a very expansive, this is a different way of thinking, people. Different way of thinking. Okay? Different way of thinking. Alright, let's see, yeah, I mean, more in this video game stuff. If you got guns in a stash that you've built, and look, I'm sorry if I'm butchering up all this video game shit, but I don't play Fortnite, I don't play none of this stuff, I don't even play NBA 2K or nothing, but I used to back in the day, and I get the vibe. I get the vibe. So, if you got a war room in like Warcraft and whatnot, and you realize all of those things can be used on a whole nother game and it will allow you to dominate it, you get what I'm saying? Like, this allows you to just really spend wisely, deal with, it's about community, man. This is such a community builder, Okay, so websites, website access. Like, if you have a website, all right, let's check this. OnlyFans. So, if you have an OnlyFans site and you only want the fans that you really know, There's ways for you to give them direct access and not allow, or not even just that, but it really can keep, it's better than a firewall, so to speak. You know what I mean? So it won't allow access, because all of these things that are on the blockchain are smart contracts. So nothing happens without what if the contract doesn't say so. And this is all encrypted numbers and digits, you know. So it's not it's very, very hard to hack, you know, and it's run off of high level artificial intelligence. So these things are getting better and better and smarter and smarter. So yeah, so websites, group, you know, to give groups access, concert tickets, you know, verification. Listen, I don't know how many of y'all ever bought concert tickets and show up and it's like, wait, hold up, that can't get in. Or baseball tickets or stuff like that. I mean, this is a game changer all across the board. All across the board. You know what I mean? The wildest thing is this. You know, the guys that used to just shake people down and all of that, they are going to be hurt. They are going to hurt. Yeah, because now they don't need a middleman. Like, this gives you the power back. This is where the power comes from. Definitely. So concert tickets. All right. And then for all the musicians out there, you know, you can merge audio, you can merge visuals, you know, you can deal with royalties. You know, it helps the math that's involved with it. Sometimes it gets all squirry. Nobody knows how much a stream is worth. Nobody understands what a download is. Everybody keeps changing the target market. You know, as soon as you are able to earn as a creator from the label, they change the rules. This right here locks it in for you. So at least you know what it is. Look, if you're going to do me dirty, do me dirty. Just let everybody know that you're doing me dirty. Don't act like you're not. Okay? You know, it comes with an innate sense of durability. I mean, these are encrypted algorithms, encrypted numbers. So these will sit forever on these servers. All right. So once we get to these like supercomputers, these like crazy quantum computers, it's really gonna be wild. But they have this inset with this durability that isn't really many other places, especially if you have the art by itself. Guess what you end up having to lose? All of those damn guards and stuff, you know what I mean? Museums will change as we know it, definitely. And it allows you to have scarcity. I mean, and that's where the real value is, scarcity. To know that I can only have 100 people. There will only be 100 people with this collection. And, you know, and it's all up to you as the artist to put value into that collection. Because if you're continually putting out good work that is just changing the game, or you keep contributing to society, people can directly invest in you. They'll be like, no, I get what you're trying to do, homie. I get what you're trying to do. Here you go. Here's some Ethereum. You know, oh man, there's so many things you actually have to do. Today, I just wanted to kind of go over, you know, what an NFT token is, and, you know, where we're going to use it and how it can be used, like just overall, because that right there is the wave, people. Nothing more I can say about it. I just know that this is where I'm gonna be. You know, I still have my businesses. I still have my meal prep business. I still have my my concierge business. I still have Metro Farms. You know, I still have, you know, the marketing business. I mean, I still have, you know, my different lines of income. You know, I'm definitely, you know, teaching and educating how to grow food, and, you know, definitely, giving the young men the better mindset, you know. But all in all, I'm only teaching freedom strategies. This NFT stuff right here, it's the wave. This is the ultimate freedom strategy for you on the sideline, for you as a creator, for you as an artist, for you sitting on some family land and have nothing to do with it. Don't know what to do with it. Don't know how to farm. Got a whole bunch of family heirlooms and just don't know what to do with it. I can show you. So, your boy, Major Dream, definitely talking about that wave. MajorNFTs.com. So we're gonna put that out and just get hooked up with the newsletter, so that way I can just give you direct content, because we're gonna NFT everything. Working on so many things down here, so many things. You know, Bitcoin is going good. You know, Jim Jones just launched a crypto token, so I'm definitely gonna look on that wave. But I'm telling you, all you creators out there, get at me. NFTs. That's the way to go.